So today, in fact, early hours of this morning, if you're in Africa, the 444 gateway, Star Gateway portal opened. Now, it's a powerful, powerful energy today. And this is like a pre-run up towards the full moon that we're having on the 7th or 8th of April, depending where you are on the world, for the pink moon, which is another super moon. They just keep coming. But let's go back to the 444 gateway today. This is a confirmation, if you haven't felt it already, we have been flooded with light because we are surrounded and supported and held by Archangel Michael in the Legion of Light. And this is, as well as many, many other light beings, let's just call them the Council of Light. When I refer to the Council of Light, that is the archangels, Mother Mary, Yeshua. It's everyone, but particularly the 444 gateway is all about the archangels. And 3 days ago, when I was in meditation, I usually have my usual beings that I vibe with, and Legion of Light came through, and I was like, whoa, never in all the years I've been doing this work have they come through. And I thought, wow, okay, so that's where we're working at. It was a confirmation that, like, okay, that's the level we're at now. So that's a good thing, right? Not one little ounce of fear came through with that. It was just like, okay, right, so we're doing this. So today's energies, the 444 gateway, is all about manifestation. It's about, if you are disempowered, you're sat here freaking out about the fear, what's going to happen with my job, where's the money going to come from, etc., etc. Okay, but being empowered is stepping into this energy and going, wow, so we are changing. So if it's a manifestation energy day, potent AF, why don't I take my pen and my pad and write down how I see my life in the new vibration? What does it look like in the world to me? Have any of you engaged with that yet? Maybe you have, or maybe it's just not big enough, because Archangel Michael is always saying, great idea, awesome sauce, but it needs to be bigger. Why? Because we are big. We are big energy beings, powerful in this life. So why would you be creating something this big? So maybe today, in today's powerful energies, I urge you to be empowered, meaning you are writing literally in your journal, but you are writing energetically what it is, calling in what it is that is yours. How does this new life look like? Maybe with this time on your hands, you've decided to think, well, I don't know whether I like being stuck behind a desk in a bank the whole time. I don't actually think that the career I chose myself is for me. Or maybe it's the other way around, where you say, actually, that career I chose, I definitely know it's for me. So all of these things are confirmations in you being able to see your truth. But you're not going to be able to see that truth if you're too busy feeling like life is force feeding you, meaning engaging with the fear of what the systems and the governments are telling you. Now, I'm going to go back to the previous blog that I did, and many of us have been posting a lot of information about the 5G and all of the don't believe the hype and more power to the people, and let's not be told. Let's not believe the lies we're being told, right? But that is not, like I said before, for you to unplug from one fear, coronavirus, into another fear, oh my God, we're being lied to. No. I want to say again, it is working in the mental body. That's what I've been doing the whole week. That's been the layers I'm working through. So my first layer was the mental body. I need to encourage and inspire as many people as possible to disengage with the belief systems of the external, meaning that you're putting all your power in the powers out there who run your life. That's not how it goes. And that might be in a relationship. It might not even get as far as the government or 5G. But like, you see the picture, 5G, coronavirus, dodgy relationships. Do you know what I mean? Being poor all the time and not having your abundance. These are all forms of being disempowered. So whatever it is that I can throw my little penny on your window screen and shatter that glass of illusion, whatever it is that takes that to happen, that ultimately breaks your negative belief system, which comes from the mental body of all that controls you, and that is out there. Once that happens, we then plug into the light. Archangels are waiting for you. They've been there all along. all the light energy, all the light beings, the council of light are ready for you to just go team light, and away you go. Because this is all bullshit. This is actually the reality of it. But for so long, we've been conditioned that this is truth, this is not. So that's what this is all about. You have to go through your layers. And remember, I work with the 4 bodies. Physical, because I've been an exercise specialist for many years. Like, physical is very important. You've got to have a strong vessel to hold all this light. And it's your home. So if you're not here, where are you? You're nowhere. Physical, mental, how you think, belief systems, behavioral patterns, what you've been told to believe by your peers, by society, by governments, whatever it may be. The emotional body, how you feel. It's probably where you hold your traumas and everything like that. And then on the outer ring, it's the spiritual body, which is how you connect to source and whatever that might be to you. Okay, so that is the 4 bodies, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this week I started in the mental, because your belief systems can overwrite anything. And that's the thing that needs to be flicked out the way, because once we get that out the way, then, and you realize that none of this is real, you realize that this is all lies, then you can come into your truth. And where does your truth lie? In your heart. In your heart. It's in here. This is home. So I blow the dust off the tables. I flick the sheets and kind of reveal all this new furniture, this brand new house and home, which you've always had. I'm opening up the shutters, letting the lightning go. Hey, remember this place that you used to live in? This is your heart. This is your power. This fucking big mansion is yours, and it's beautiful and it's amazing and it's yours. You know, no longer renting, because that's, you get where I'm going with this. That's that. This is this. Okay. So back to the 444 gateway. So now the 444 gateway is now time for you to take your power back. Start stepping in and really saying and communicating and saying, right, this is what I want it to look like. Even if you're not like spiritually understanding of how this stuff works, how do I meditate, do all this stuff? Start with the real simple things. Get your pen and start writing about, like, what would you really like to have in your life? How does it look in physicality out there? Not how it did before. Not I'm going to have this in my life, but I've got 5 kids and I've got to try and make it work. No, forget about everything and think about you. Honor your heart, honor yourself, honor your being, and then you'll be really surprised as to what comes out of that and how life looks for you when you put it on paper. And guess what? When you do it that way, everyone slots in anyway. Honor yourself and everything aligns. If you don't honor yourself and put yourself on the back foot, then it's a dog show. You know, it really is a train wreck. So, and take it from somebody who knows. I'm sharing from experience. So now I wish to speak about the word initiation. Initiation. And I'm going to do a lot of posts on this. Initiation is what we're going through right now. This is what we're in. And I just want to read to you now what the word initiation means, so we can break it down on Google. And this is what it explained. Initiation happens when you're ready to take the next evolutionary step. It's a landmark or a tipping point on life's journey. Light bulb moments in which we change our thinking and therefore our lives. With spiritual initiations, our potential expands. Google said that, not me. So that's real textbook stuff. But that's what we're going through now. Many of us and many people I know, we've gone through our initiations, and they never stop, actually. You know, with me, I've traveled a couple of times to Egypt, and I've gone through my initiations there, to Peru, you know, to sacred sites around Africa, South Africa, whatever. And we've traveled to these ancient lands to basically get activated to remember what? Our unconditional, true, divine, loving selves. That's what this is all about. So you're going through exactly the same thing, because if you're sitting at home now and you're crawling out of yourself and you're like, oh my God, what's this all about? It's about initiation. So this is what you're going through. And with an initiation, what happens is you go through some level of hardship, some level of challenge, but you keep on going and you keep digging deep. And the more you resist, the harder it gets. Then you let go a bit, then you resist a bit, and you have this merry dance of like, ugh. And then eventually what happens is the ruler snaps, ping. And when that happens, all of a sudden, that's the penny drop. That's the light bulb moment. You might not mentally know that because this is this kind of stuff that's going on out of the mental body. You can't fathom it from here. It's much bigger than that. But the whole energetic body just goes, oh my God, something breaks and snaps, and then more light floods in, and then you go, breathing a big energetic sigh of relief. Now, let me tell you, if you are going through this right now, you are going through it for yourself, but you are doing it for the collective, whether you're aware of it or not. And everybody in the not too distant future is good. We're going to go through it. Then what we're going to have is this big bubbling pot, and then you're going to go bang, and we're all going to feel it. And that is the light that's working through our body. So what's actually happening with this initiation that you're working through right now is all of the density within your body, in your physical, in your cells, old programs, memories of just all these triggers going on. You're basically bringing this resistance, is it kind of like bubbling to the top. And then the light becomes so much more powerful than the density. And then you just, you explode and you just go, oh my God. And then all of a sudden, everything goes into flow. Everything goes into flow. So if you're trying to create right now and you're like, oh my God, I need to make myself feel better, drop the ball, let it go. Stop resisting and allow the initiation to do its thing. Yeah. And then when that happens, like I say, life becomes good. You are expanded. You are so expanded. So this is what you're going through right now. So take some time to breathe through that. Take some time to rest as well, because we are working, whether you are aware of it or not, we're working in our dream state. We are working in our, this state, and it's like, there's a lot that we're sucking up and clearing out, but we are, and you are going through an initiation. And then once you step in through that initiation, what actually happens is you're raised up to such a much higher vibrationary level that's the ascension. That is the big planetary step up that we're going through right now. And that's what the 444 Gateway is all about. So now you got the deets. Now you can get busy. Now we are coming up to a full moon as well. And that is coming on the 7th or 8th, as I say, or depending on where you are in the world. Big clearing. To let go, use that energy. I'll do another post on that nearer the time, one thing at a time. And with that energy, you're going to be able to clear, get rid of all this stuff, because I feel even energy building up inside of me. I feel like a bit of a pressure cooker right now. But remember, we're coming up to the full moon, so it's going to be building. Why? So you can purge it out. Okay, so that's also coming into our space as well. So there's an awful lot going on. Now I have just released a meditation. It's the Sirius Star Frequencies Divine Masculine and Feminine Meditation. I can't remember what I've called it because I've called it so many different names and I've changed it. But anyway, I'll share it. And this is all about balancing your masculine, feminine energies within, because when that happens, we are pure, unconditional love. And that is what our work is all about. That's it. And that's all. So this beautiful star meditation is going to help you and assist you and in this process. So I hope you enjoy that. But for now, I'm going to love you and leave you. And we're gonna keep on keeping on. Keep the fight going, not inside, out there. Drop the illusion. Happy days. Love, love, love.